Alright, how you going everyone? Green Zero here, and I'm bringing you another VOD today. We have one fresh from the members tab, and yes, it has been a while since my last VOD. I know they're pretty spaced out these days, but I will try and bring some more content. I hope you all enjoyed the finals of JCD's tournament. There's a 53-minute VOD, so there's plenty of action to keep you going. And I noticed a lot of people on my channel are asking for more VODs. They want more VODs. I'm like, seriously, have you seen every VOD on my YouTube channel? Because they're all under the same patch, or pretty much all under the same patch. So if you want more footage, go back and watch the older ones, because it doesn't mean they're any less good. They're still on the same patch, they still are the best pros. So go back on my YouTube channel and watch the older videos. If for some reason you've watched all of those and you're a big hardcore fan, which I don't think I have too many of, but just go to WeGame, search my name. You'll find a channel there with some really super old content, which is pretty old but still pretty good. So yeah, there's some more stuff there, because I've made like 130 or something VODs. So you really, if you haven't seen them all, I mean, you can't say you've seen them all, really. Like, have you actually seen them all? Anyway, I'll stop talking about that. There's more content there if you want it. We have two players here. I'm going to just jump straight in. We have IPoWNYoU, but I don't like calling that because it sounds lame. I'm just going to call him Raider because that's the name he used to go by, and he appears to have been dealt with Scrin. It is a random v random. His opponent over here is it X Alan X? Yes, X Alan X. I'll just call him Alan. And what did he get? He got Nod Vanilla. Nod Vanilla versus Scrin Vanilla, and he's just gone one engineer again because it's a random v random matchup. They don't know what factions they are, so they're not quite sure what kind of scouts to draft. You can see that a Raider is only going for one assimilator, so he's playing it safe. He hasn't actually sold his barracks. I wonder why he's keeping that there, maybe for a reason. He's got one Buzzer Swarm going up here. He may get the militants, not... Oh, lucky. Look at the health on that Buzzer Swarm there. And the good thing about the Scrin Buzzers is that he's just going to go and he's going to chill on the Tiberium, and that Buzzer Swarm is going to be healed straight back up again. You can see there, it's already reclaiming its health quite quickly there. Obviously Buzzers don't have much health, so they'll reclaim their health pretty quickly there. And what's happening down here? Oh no, he's screwed up a little bit with these scouts. One Militant Squad taking out two Buzzers. Oh man, Raider, what's going on there? He could have easily overwhelmed those scouting parties there, but he's just gone straight through. He has sold his barracks now. We have these delayed scouts going down the middle. Got his war factory up. What's Alan doing? He's got his war factory up in a peculiar situation. He's trying to curve around the top of his field, but you can see he knows those scouts are there, and he's going to send the buggy scout, and he's going to kill those scouts. But these scouts, I don't know where they go. They're here. Yes, they were chilling in the Tiberian field. There should be another pair somewhere there, just there. So Raiders, he's got scouts all over the place. Looks like Alan may be able to clean up those Buzzer Swarms. No, he's going to drive straight past, so he's going to get the scout off. He's going to see the second ref. Doesn't necessarily mean he's not bike rushing. You need to see how many harvesters he's got, but since he's got stealth harvesters, that's pretty hard to notice. And judging by the expansion, he's probably pretty safe in betting that he is not bike rushing, and yes, he can probably just about see the war factory now. But expanding with low power, this has actually been a little bit common with the Nod factions lately, and looks like an expansion. Oh no, no second ref and expansion for Raider here. He's gone for dev tanks, upgraded power plant to provide the power he needs. And yeah, really expand. I mean, he obviously doesn't have enough money to keep his build going, so he's probably just moving his drone platform to get the movement time out of the way, which is a good idea. By the time he has money to build from it again, he had already moved, and you see he's probably going to place it down. No, he's going to keep going. He's still building dev tanks. He's got two dev tanks, one corrupted, probably a second corrupted coming out now. It's stalled for cash. There we go, going again now. But again, low on power is really going to slow down. There you go. Power is up now. And Operations Center. What's he got going with his Operations Center? Scorpion tanks. Not sure why he built an Operations Center just to go with Scorpion tanks. He really needs to utilize that somehow. Maybe a wreck. No, he's going for an air tower. So an air tower, but what can he hope to achieve with Venoms? Maybe he's doing it for the mine drop, because that is very, very potent. He's going to need to score a direct hit with this mine drop, and these Scorpion tanks alone. He's got the Black Hand. You can see he stopped expanding once he realized that these dev tanks were coming. This power plant, pretty vulnerable. It's right out there. It can be dropped in just a few shots from these dev tanks. They're probably going to want to save their charge for these Scorpions, which are building up now. There's going to be 5 Scorpion tanks there, which is pretty good. He needs to make sure he engages. Oh no, he's going to actually attack the Harvester. That Harvester needs to get out of the dock and re-stealth. Oh no, they wasted a beam on. They wasted 2 beams on the Shredder turret. That Harvester may be able to escape. No, not quite. He gets it. There, and here comes the mine drop. Is it going to score a hit? Yes, it's right on those targets there, but I don't think he's going to move them. He's not going to move them, so those mines aren't actually going to do anything here by the looks of it. You can see that one dev tank is going to go down now. One Scorpion tank down. Another Scorpion tank about to be destroyed here. Those Corruptors now tripping those mines. Again, that mine drop didn't really do that much, did it? I mean, these Corruptors are going to be destroyed now. Alan was forced to build a lot of defense there, a lot of Scorpion tanks. He's delayed his expansion. He's moving now, but you can see that Raider already has an expansion. He expanded behind this attack. He sold off his tier 2. He's in a bit of a situation in the fact that he doesn't really have any units. If Alan was to counterattack right now, he'd be in a little bit of trouble, but you see Alan is not doing anything of the sort. And there's still some mines left over up there. But yeah, Raider, he definitely needs to get a second ref down on one of these expansions. Yeah, there we go, he's got a second ref over there. Places it very far apart. Obviously wanting to avoid Catalyst in the late game. That'll avoid Catalyst unless it's a super big Catalyst that just goes boom and takes everything out. But I don't think that's going to happen. Anyway, you think he'd put another ref on this field up here as well. He's building some Seeker tanks, obviously for some defense, but Alan is not making any kind of attempt to push out here. He's got these units. I mean, both sides have lost all eyes on each other, so they don't know what they're doing. They don't know if they probably both think there's a counter attack coming by both sides. Alan perhaps probably thinks that Raider is going to push again, and Raider probably thinks that he's going to get hit again. He's actually got dual war factory, but he doesn't have double ref up here on the top field. There's only 2 harvesters just slowly eating away at that field. There's 3 harvesters there. He may decide to build a 4th harvester down there and place another ref up there and get a 4th harvester out here. Let's see what this is. There's a buggy scout, a little bit delayed. He could have sent that out way in advance. He's going to see the Seeker tanks. But no, nothing but Seeker tanks here, so it's slowed down a bit. No one really, I mean, Raider could have followed up the rush with a little bit more economy other than building a lot of these Seeker tanks. Or Alan definitely could have followed up with an actual counterattack. These Scorpion tanks are still chilling in the base down here. Again, he's got 1, 2, 3, a few harvesters are lining up down there. He could move one of the harvesters to the expansion, although he's already got 2 there on 1 ref. What's this structure going to be? If it's a ref, it's not a ref. I was going to say if it's a ref, it'd be in very good condition at the moment, but his Scorp tank's spamming now. He's trying to get out an army of those, but it's going to be pretty delayed now. And I think, oh look at that, is it tech center time? It may be tech center time for Raider. It still does not have a second refinery up here. He's just amassing up these Seeker tanks. And you can see he does get those 2 upgrades, but obviously not researching them for his Seeker tanks. This may be, no structure being constructed here by Alan X. He is going for the Dozer Blade upgrade, so it looks like he's pushing all of his economy into his Scorpion tanks right now, and he doesn't really appear to have that many of them. I mean, he is building up a force quite slowly, but both sides just content with sitting back. Raider does have his technology assembler now, so that is going to be a problem for Alan X should he decide to attack. Let's just check those names. Alias. Looks like Raider has become a member of the Alias clan. Again, these Seeker tanks not doing much, just chilling. Both sides, yeah, I think they need more scouting. Both sides have failed in the scouting here. And there's a Buzzer Swarm finally. He's going to see there's a lot of Scorpion tanks. But as he moves through the base, he's going to find that, hang on, there's only 1 ref here. And there's not really anything up there. So he's going to realize that he did have a very big window of opportunity, or he was quite safe for a long time there. On the other hand, I'm surprised a buggy scout hasn't just run through this base and seen what Raider is up to. Again, both sides are not very economically strong. There's going to be a big attack down here because there's a lot of Scorpion tanks here now. He's got a big line formation of those. They have the Dozer Blades. They are eligible for laser capacitors, but there is no tech, and he's probably be building one now. He has his second ref down there. He's harvested out his main field. This is a problem for Raider because you can see his main field is still half. There's about 45% of it still there, and that's a pretty big problem. And we can see the shield upgrading now, and he's going to move in the storm column, nicely placed, kind of behind the structure there. But there's another one coming up now. Those Scorpion tanks will take a while to destroy them. The good thing about storm columns is that they leave the ion storm there for a while after they die, which still blasts out lightning, but he's in trouble. There's a lot of Scorpion tanks here, and there's a tripod out now, and this one tripod is just going to be a symbol of power here. He could probably overwhelm that, but the Seeker tanks are coming. He really didn't cause enough damage. He dropped 2 storm columns, which would be pretty expensive, but he really didn't get any economic damage there, and he lost a couple of Scorp tanks. So all his Scorp tanks actually getting split up. He needs to make sure those are retreating properly. One of those is going to get picked off here. And there we go. Looks like Alan's actually going to push. Not Alan, IPoWNYoU. IPoWNYoU or IPoWNYoU, whatever the hell. Raider is going to push behind this. He doesn't have shields on his tripods. He is upgrading something. It's probably shields. I couldn't imagine him getting Shah launches at this point in time. Although that would benefit his Seeker tanks, which he has a lot more of. But if laser capacitors gets researched, which I think it is getting researched, and the MCV is moving to the blue field, Raider is going to be in trouble here. He needs something. I reckon he could pump out some dual portal disintegrators, because that would really hurt these Scorpion tanks. They'd be forced to run those guys over. Yeah, or some Storm Riders. But yeah, I think Alan is going to be able to secure this blue field now. He's just going to sit his army on it. And I don't think Raider's going to be able to get through. He has replaced his drone platform. It looks like he's working on a storm column here. He can't really afford it. There you go. He's got a gravity stabilizer. What's this going to be? Devastator? No, it's not a Devastator. It's a Storm Rider. So he's working Storm Riders. He should definitely go to the green field at the moment. If he wants to commit to an attack, I mean, from my point of view, it would not look good unless he gets some more tripods. But that laser capacitor is almost done. And when he sees that, he's going to be like, all right, I can't push against that. In fact, there you go. It's done now. You see a massive transition on those Scorpion tanks as their cannon is moved to the rear of the tank and upgraded with lasers. So, and he's going to push here because he has a ton of Scorpion tanks. He's got a massive army of these guys here, and they're going to run right into these guys. They need to focus them down. A stasis portal or whatever the hell you call it. Oh, there's the phase. A stasis on the half of these tanks would have been a good idea. Cut the army in half, destroy half, and then wait for the others to unstasis and then destroy them. But yeah, Alan not causing too much damage there. He got one tripod. He forced the phase to be used, so that's an important power. It takes a while to recharge. There are 4 Storm Riders, more coming now. If Raider was intelligent, and I'm not saying he isn't, but he could move 2 of his Storm Riders to the other field, so he could build 2 at once, just like the Orca trick, where you have one deck of Orcas and a spare airfield, move 2 of the Orcas to the other airfield, and you can build 2 at once, and you only need to build 2 from each, and then you get your Orcas back super quick. Or if you have the money for it. And he's actually going triple gravity stabilizer. Where is his drone platform? Did he move it? Yes, he did move it. It is safe. What's happening up here? Some bikes being moved up here. There's one Scorpion tank, so he's going for some harassment now. Is he going Tib Core? He may be going Tib Core. He's upgrading something. I wouldn't imagine to be M coils. And there is the Tib Chem plant. And here comes the Storm Riders. Oh man, and Alan X paying for not scouting that out. If you get that many Storm Riders pulled on you, you really deserve to get punished, because you really should scout that out. He's actually going to be able to... He needs to focus down the tanks. He should have these waypointed up. There's only one SAM turret there, and he's going to stick back right now. His army is actually in a pretty good position here with the Storm Rider combination and the Seeker tanks out front. They do have shard launchers. He was upgrading shard launchers, not the force fields. That is big, and that is paying dividends. That's actually destroying these very heavily damaged Scorpion tanks here, and Raider has caused a lot of pain. A lot of those Storm Riders still alive. And oh man, Raider is really pushing. Look at the Scorpion tanks go down. Just pure Scorpion tank army is getting punished now. Oh man. Alan X, he needs something else other than just pure Scorps. He's lost every single one of his Scorpion tanks now, and Raider has been extremely cost effective. He doesn't want to lose his Storm Riders. I think he should pull out. There's too much AA. He definitely needs to get out of there. There you go. Tib Core just being upgraded too. There as it's finished. He should get out of there. There's 2 tripods. He's going to actually overwhelm this. He gets the Tib Chem plant, but these Storm Riders, they need to leave now. They need to leave now. They actually paid pretty dearly. There's 3 left, but he has moved them away. There is an obelisk. It probably is going to get emped. No, it does destroy that tripod. And he's probably going to get the other one. Oh no, maybe not quite. Oh, the Storm Riders came back. Raider, what are you doing? You're flying in Tib Core. Oh, that is terrible. But he does drop that obelisk, and the blue field will be saved, I think. There's one more Storm Rider coming across, but that is suicidal. He needs to clean up these husks or else capture them. There's one here he could easily get, but he definitely needs to destroy those other 2. And click my mic back on, there we go. These harvesters obviously can't hide from these Seeker tanks, and they will be focused down. There's 5 Seeker tanks there, and they'll be able to easily destroy these Scorpion tanks. There's only one Scorpion tank. Scorpion tank's probably more powerful with their upgrades, but there just isn't enough of them now. They were devastated in that attack by the Storm Riders and the tripod and the Seeker tank competition, not competition, combination or something like that. Actually, I don't even think combination was the word I was looking for. I've actually forgotten the word I was looking for there. Raider does not have he has not established his economy though. He's got it up now. There we go. 1 rep. He needs to get another one there ASAP. Not quite sure what Alan has. I'm not quite sure where all those bikes went. I was not paying attention. Those bikes may have actually come down and just try to help with that defense. But honestly, I have no idea where those bikes went. They may have been cleaned up by Storm Riders. There's a few more Scorpion tanks here now. Maybe enough to rival these Seeker tanks. These Seeker tanks are actually going to start attacking the Conyard. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8, there's 5 Scorpion tanks. They nail one there. He's got fully health Scorpion tanks except for that one there, which is pretty badly damaged. So the Seeker tank's going to retreat. And that may be the safe thing to do, destroying the husks now. Has not reclaimed that husk. I'm surprised he hasn't got that. That's a tripod. That's a $3,000 unit he can reclaim for just $500. But he's busy working on another extractor. Is that what they call? Yes, extractor. And look at that, 2 harvesters sneaking tiberium. The good thing about Nod here, obviously, they can sneak Tib, and he's actually going to go for the spikes. For some reason, Alan still has control over what's left of the blue field. There is a decent amount of money there, because remember, blue Tib is super expensive. Those militant squads getting just completely destroyed by it. Though, but he's going to get these 2 spikes, which is a good idea. He could probably just leech the rest of that field away, but he's going to have to do something about Raider up here. He's got dual ref and 3 harvesters. He's got 3 harvesters down there and 2 harvesters down there. Sell off one of those, send your harvesters to the middle. It's about harvester management now, but these scorpion tanks are coming in and they're going to pick these harvesters off. That one they're trying to run behind the building. Nice work. Oh, he stops. Oh, Raider, you could have saved it. Or maybe, oh no, he's dead. I was going to say, and a portal comes out. If disintegrator squads start getting pumped out there, that's going to be problematic. What do you call it? The dozer blades do nullify the effect of crushing. It will cause a tiny itty bit of damage, but it's he's still probably just going to crush the disintegrators. But the disintegrator squads would be a cheap option to push them back. Still, you don't really want to rush into them. They're still going to shoot you and hurt you. There is a storm column here, though. He did sell off the portal, and that storm column will be tough to beat by these scorpion tanks out. Although there are quite a few here now. He's actually built up a decent force of scorpion tanks here. He's got a few. There's a lot of Seeker tanks here, though. The good thing about this is that the Seeker tanks and the Scorpion tanks are the same price. They both fully upgraded. There's 2 upgrades for each side: shard launchers and the attenuated force fields, and the laser capacitors and dozer blades. One giving an attack and one giving a defense upgrade for both sides here. And he needs to do something. He needs another storm column. He needs it in a better position than the one up here, and he needs to focus down these tanks now. It's all going to be about focusing. Oh no, the Seeker tanks are streamlining around that building, and that's not good. This is not a good angle of attack for Raider. He needs another storm column, and he needs it now. He could also use a tripod or 2. You can see he is working on a storm column. He just needs to hold back this tank army, snipe 1 or 2 out. Oh, he needs to target the damaged ones first. A few of his Seeker tanks getting caught out of position, and this is not good. I think Alan realizes he's in a pretty good situation. There's a storm column, and this is going to cause him problems because that's going to cause a lot of damage, and it's going to be very hard to dislodge. Although with the laser capacitors, they're going to make it a little bit easier. Bikes coming around, Tibcore bikes getting picked off by that lightning spike. They really cannot do anything against that lightning spike. It's just, as soon as they get in range, it's just going to dominate them, and they are pulling back right now. But you can see Alan is just moving through the back of the base. This is where the harvester management comes into play. These harvesters have been sitting on this dead field. Raider, you need to go back and check this in this stage of the game. You need to get all your harvesters together, make sure everything's getting harvested. He has got these Seeker tanks trying to chase down these Scorpions. I don't think it's a good idea. He doesn't have enough Seeker tanks to destroy these guys, and they're going to move through this base. I think he should start selling off these structures now. Oh man, this is much needed money that Raider definitely could use. He's going to try and repair that. He is losing his warp chasm over here. He lost his storm column. There's a flame unit down there. Another storm column being dropped, and he has lost his technology assembler, but he did manage to place another storm column. So there was reason behind keeping it, and he has defended out, and he has destroyed all these tanks now. That's good, so maybe that turned out okay, although he did lose his tech center. And these last 2 Scorpion tanks now will be destroyed. There is some action happening back here. The drone platform being under attack. There's 1 storm column there, which is really going to hurt those bikes. They're not going to be able to get through. A lightning spike being casted there. A buzzer hive dispatching the last of those infantry forces there, and the drone platform does survive. He needs another refinery. Looks like he's starting to build one now. Alan does have these 2 spikes. He's got another engineer maybe running for Raider's spike. If he gets on 4 spike at this stage in the game, that's really going to help him push along, you know, his Scorpion tank production. What's he got? He's got some tiberium up here he really could use. He's got a few harvesters he could send up there. Is he stealing tib? He's not stealing tib, but he has cleaned this up, and he's sending harvesters back here again. There's a little bit of green tib there, but there's not really much. I mean, Raider does have the majority of the tiberium under his control. He doesn't have proper harvesting operations. He's got harvesters lining up here, but he definitely needs to drop another ref ASAP. He should cut production if he hasn't got the money. It appears that he does have the money to fund both his warp sphere and his drone platform, so he's just pumping out more and more Seeker tanks. And these Seeker tanks now are really paying dividends for themselves once they're fully upgraded and you've got enough of them. And he's actually dropped a second warp sphere before a second refinery. Oh my god, what is going on here? Looks like, oh no, Alan X is just going to destroy this tiberium spike. I'm not sure where the engineer went, the saboteur. He may have been killed, so he's just like, alright, he's been killed, I'm just going to destroy this spike. Which is fair enough. He's got Tibcore bikes and he's got Scorpion tanks here. No one really has built an epic unit this game. I mean, they really haven't had the time. I mean, there was the rush at the start, then there was a really big lull as both players were kind of scared of each other, like, oh no, I'm going to get attacked, I'm just going to sit around. And then they realized, oh hang on, both sides have been pretty much scared of each other. And then there was a lot of big fighting over the blue field. You can see all the damage on the ground here. There's massive fights here, and there's been massive fights over here. And now it's going to be dual war factory, Seeker tank spam, and I think this is going to be too much. There's a second ref there now. This is going to be too much for Alan. He has absolutely no tiberium under his control except for this here. And this is, again, harvester management. He hasn't realized there's a lot of tiberium there. He's just pushing with everything he's got. He might not have enough to take out these Seeker tanks, because there is a storm column up there, by the way. So remember about that. That power plant is in a very vulnerable situation. This tiberium volcano thing is actually going to provide cover. You can see the units can't shoot through that. So Raider's going to use that to thin the forces. The Scorpion tanks need to get around and behind it. And look at the shards. Oh, the shards are destroying those. The Tib Core bikes are going around the side. They're going to have to contend with that one lightning spike again, which has just been so devastating. Harvester's being recalled back. Nice work there. And they are going to try and focus down the Storm Column. He is repairing it. He desperately needs to repair that. He doesn't want to lose it, and he's just still got control of it. He is going to destroy it, but he paid way too heavily for that. He's lost almost everything now. The Scorpion tanks at the rear coming in. They're probably going to shut down that reactor. That may put him low on power. I'm not quite sure. He's only got two reactors left. And there you go. So Raider just holding on this. So this game really hotting up. Oh man. It's been quite intense. The unit combination is just unreal in this game. Both sides have been continuing to push this unit combination. I mean, they're very even. It's all about positioning and stuff, but I just feel that the Scorpion tanks will have an advantage. If he's got more Seeger tanks, he's going to walk these guys for sure, and he's got the economy to back it up, because you can see once those Seeger tanks focus down their shard launches, they're just pretty devastating. And you see a bike there, free kill, yes, free kill. He could destroy that spike. What's happening down here? There's a few more Scorpion tanks, but again, these Scorpion tanks aren't in force, and the Seeger tanks with the economy here are just going to be able to completely nullify these Scorpion tanks here. And you can see that Raider has sent these guys down. He's revealed the harvester. He's like, oh, there's a harvester there, and Alex is selling up. Is this going to be the end of the game? No, he's not completely selling up. He's finally realized there's a lot of tiberium there, and he's going to keep pumping these tanks. He may be able to hold this army off, but really, where is his MCV? I think he's actually been MCV-less for quite some time. You can see these Tib Core bikes coming with this lightning spike gone. They're free to pick up these harvesters. And oh no, here comes some Seeger tanks in from the flank. Didn't even see those. I was going to say, Raider wasn't responding with these tanks, but all of a sudden these tanks came out of nowhere and killed them. And yeah, I just think Raider has become too strong now. Very good effort by Alan X there. He stayed very aggressive there, but he really needed some tiberium. Better harvester management could have definitely saved him here. These Seeger tanks will probably finish up his base, and all these units are down here, and Raider has gained complete control of the map here, and he's coming in for the kill. Look at these Seeger tanks. Oh man, this is devastating, and Alan X is not going to be able to maintain this. He's got one war factor left. He's just trying to build as much as he can to hold this off, really, but even if he holds it off, what's he going to do? His refinery is almost dead, and all his harvesters, he's got one harvester left, and the Seeger tanks are coming in now, trying to micro back the tanks to get repairs. It's not really the ideal area to fight over the tiberium. There's more Seeger tanks coming in. Look at all the Seeger tanks coming in, and Alan X must know that he's just about dead. His last harvester just being finished off there. Maybe if he gets a heroic Scorpion tank, he might be able to hold. Oh no, Raider is pulling back. I'm not sure why there. This is the last area in control of Alan X here, and you see how much tiberium is really going here. He really left that too late. Harvester management by both sides wasn't that great. I mean, Alan was more focused on trying to get the blue field again and again. When he let this field regrow way too much, he could have got a lot more money out of that, and he really could have kept this game going. It could have been very close. But you can see the Seeger tanks now walking in and overwhelming this force, and that is going to be a very good game. That was a wicked game. I like that one a lot. And you can see Alan X, he doesn't want to give up here. He's going to lose his war factory momentarily, and that's going to be the end of the game. He still does hold 3 spikes, which really helped him out. But again, if he managed to harvest that tiberium and perhaps that little bit there, he could have got a lot more Scorpion tanks out of that and maybe fought a little bit harder. But well done to Raider there. He's going to come out with the victory, finishing off the last structure there. And Alan X is going to be knocked out of this game. There we go. Good game. Oh man, that was pretty good. Just remember guys, if you watch these VODs and you really like the VOD, go over to the replay, which I'll link in the article, or I'll link in the YouTube thing. Go over to the replay, download the replay, and then wub it if you think it deserves a wub, because watching the VODs basically as good as downloading. Oh no, I hit continue. Oh no. Okay, I'm back here again guys. Yes, I did accidentally hit continue. This is just being re-edited in. I loaded up the replay again and just let it run through on fast forward, although you have to let it buffer because that's really annoying. But anyways, talk about the stats. We have obviously we can see here, this is the units tab here. Obviously Alan getting a lot more. Look at that massive fight. That there at the 11-minute mark, that's where he lost all of his Scorpion tanks, man. You can see Raider, he took about half the damage, probably at half the damage that Alan X took, although his units might have been a little bit more expensive because he lost some tripods, but that's where he really cracked Alan's hold on the game. Alan was starting to pull ahead, he was starting to get such a big army, and then Raider just came in at the best time with a good unit competition, good flanking. He did expend a few too many Storm Riders at the end there, which was bad. But anyway, yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory there. You can see that Alan actually gets right back on top, and Raider loses some units there. But anyway, he does draw it back because he does get the resources advantage here. Structures up and down. Obviously, once Alan lost his Conyard, you can see that his structures just keep going down and down and down. which is not good. Oh, look at the resources tab. We can see that Raider did pull ahead right at the last minute at about the 19-minute mark, which is expected because he was at the green field, and Alan X was just sucking up dry fields when he could have got that top field, which had grown a little bit more. You can see he did pull ahead, especially with the blue tip. There you go. There's a very nice arc there, but then it just came back as he started to lose money there, and he lost units. And Raider didn't give up, and he kept fighting. And that was a very action-intense game. Let's take a look at the stats. 22 minutes, 3 seconds, 150,400 to Alan X with 163,700 to Raider. So there's only $13,000 difference. So that isn't too much considering the 22-minute length on the game. That's not too much of a difference. Kill-death ratio is in favor of Raider there. Obviously not losing as many Seeger tanks. The Scorpion tanks, he really did crunch so many Scorpion tanks at the start. And you can't really blame Alan because he was in a good position too. But just when that battle came down to it, Raider just handled it better. And that was one of the major engagements which really got the game a little bit more even. Wasn't won and lost there by far. The game still went on for another 13 minutes after that. But you can see there, units created only 107 to Raider, 156 to Alan. Alan obviously getting a lot more cheaper units there. But anyway, that was a very good game. If you enjoyed the replay or this VOD, head over and wub it. If you deem it worthy, don't wub it just because I tell you to. That's bad. Anyway, I hope you'll enjoy this VOD, and I will see you all next time.